It's 7:14 in the morning. It's Friday. Michael, first and quick. Whoop whoop, what's up? All right, let's make another cup of coffee in here. Well, we're kind of back to normal. I just have to learn to walk normal. Other than that, everything's good. I guess I'll try to get to a physical therapist next week. Yeah, walking again on my, what do you call it? Vancouver, hello. Yeah, walking again on my leg after 7 weeks of not walking on it is freaking painful. I'm walking a gimpy limpy, but hopefully next week this physical therapist will help me walk straight. Sharon, hello. I walk crooked. Moose is loose. What's up? I have my car back. Everything's kind of normal. I guess it's kind of normal. I was at work. Yeah, the medical checkup, we're all good to go. Oh, I have to go to physical therapy. I can't even walk. I spent the whole day yesterday, and then I spent all night in pain from walking. I'm not walking right. I have to use a cane to let me help. What's up, Mike? I have to use a cane so I don't know, it's just sore as hell. I guess that's normal, I don't know. I'm new to being broken. I even got my normal t-shirt on. Got a few holes in the front, 5 or 6 in the back. I want to get my money's worth. I'm trying to get my money's worth on my t-shirts. Yes, sir. I'm getting my value. Yeah, I should tell people just bullet holes. Leave it to me to be late. I've been late and everything all day. Have you been late? You're not really late. I've only been on a couple minutes. My damn hip is sore as hell today. Good for airflow, I guess. Got holes everywhere. Well, I was going to go get a haircut and a shave and a few other things, and I didn't want to put on a shirt that I like, so I found my dingy shirt. I can fly now. Yeah, I'm back to normal. No problems. Return to normal duty, he said. Everything's good. Except he did say you got to go to a physical therapist to learn to walk normal. Well, hell, I can see that. I can feel that. I'm pretty sure that's true. Yeah, I can feel that like hell. Do you like normal? Hell yeah, I need to be normal. I can't. Walking crooked, it's really bad. It hurts. I'm surprised how bad it is. Really, it's shocking. It's hell to walk. I'm actually shocked how hard it is to learn to do everything again. It's not as easy as I thought. I thought I'd whip this out in a couple of days. It ain't gonna happen. It's a nightmare. So I have led myself to the wrong conclusion. My conclusion was it'd be all right. It's not. Hell, last night, I just ended up staying home, didn't do anything because I was in pain. Not that I was going anywhere, but I thought I could run around and do some errands. Hell, I couldn't do anything. I was defunct. I have a corn on my pinky toe, limping. Really? Well, don't they have that stuff you just swipe on it? With a corn, don't they have like this stuff you put on there and it turns orange, red, and yellow, then goes away. Something like that. Am I going home? I'm going back to work. I can't go home yet. You know, I got to work for a month or two. Hell, I'm ready to run away for good, but I can't. I can't do it. We cannot run away yet. It's not bad. All right. Yeah, I'm ready to go. But it's not that simple. Hell, I'm ready. Let's go over here and drink some coffee. Oh. Freaking hip is so sore. Feel like I've been beat up. Oh. On a Sunday, ready to retire. I was at work yesterday. I've been at work the past 2 days. Yesterday was terrible. It was really hard. Your husband had to have part-time after his shoulder, yeah? You better park near the door, not in the garage. Man, I walked so much yesterday. Time I got home, I was miserable. I was literally miserable last night. I was up and down, hardly slept. It's freaking terrible. Oh. Definitely Sunday we will get the physical therapist booked. I don't know what they're going to do for me, but I hope they can do something. Yeah, it's crazy bad. Hell, I'm in worse pain now than I've been in a month. I walking with a hell of a limp because of the pain. If I use the cane, I can walk semi-normal. I think my leg don't have the strength to walk straight, so it kind of throws me a little bit. Was Shams excited? No, not really. He's not an excitable type person. I don't know if you've noticed, but yeah, that's not his style. Oh, Shams, I gotta wipe I need a tissue. My camera lens is really dirty. Hold on a second. Yeah, Shams is not that kind of person. For a little bit, but not much. He sings, though. Yeah, he's all right. It's a co-worker. Yeah, it's just a worker, not my friend. Ain't nobody where I work my friend. I don't like nobody. I'm only social online. I have no friends. I don't hang out with nobody, and I don't want to be around nobody. Haven't you noticed? I'm pretty much solo. I'm not looking to hang out with nobody. I don't want to see nobody, and I don't like people to talk to me. I'm kind of like a hermit who's online. That's just the way it is. I'm the online hermit. I just don't like nobody. I'm too judgmental. I hate everybody. It's not old man. I've just always been like that. I just don't like people. I'm too judgmental. I think everybody's a dumbass. But I've been that way for years. It's not old. It's just the way it is. I can't handle people. I can't overlook some of the just ignorance. You agree? Yeah, I just can't handle it. I try my best, but I can't. Just when you think somebody's not too bad, you figure out, nope, they're just another dumbass. It's a major infection. Occasionally, people message me and do things in different groups. I'm a member of biking groups and all sorts of groups. And I'll go in and look at somebody's profile and see who they are. And then I look at their post and how they are, and I say, oh my God, you're a dumbass. It's better I don't know anything about people. That way I can just identify as you as a normal, and I don't get to prove you're a dumbass. I hate having to prove you're a dumbass. You're a dumbass. You're a dumbass. And you'll probably be a dumbass all your dumbass life. You're a dumbass. Remember that song? Have you heard that song? The dumbass song? It's pretty funny. I gotta take the battery out of this damn bike thing. You'll probably be one all your dumbass life. You're a dumbass. Mo, what's up? You know what I'm talking about. I'm really very conservative here. I have to be conservative online because if you say anything obscure, it freaks the dumbasses out. Friends are a hassle. Marianne, yeah, I don't need it. I don't need no friend. I'm just not into it. However, I have been that way my whole life. I maybe have one or two friends, one or two I hung out. I just don't do that. That's just not my style. I gotta find some of these batteries, this stupid ass batteries. These little batteries. This is the same battery that's in my bike computer, it's in my Bluetooth thing, and it's in my scales. The one in my scales is dead. I can't check my weight. I got married. Yeah, we're married. That still don't mean I like people. Ryan, what do you say? Okay. What's on my agenda today? I don't know. I was going to go ride the bike in a little bit. Go out and shave, haircut, just run my errands. Feels good to be able to go to the store and run errands. I went this morning to the store, got some more coffee. Hell, I couldn't do that a week ago. So those things are nice. How am I doing? I'm good. I just can't walk right. But the doctor said I'm good to go, do anything I want. I went to work yesterday, got my car back. But, hell, I can't walk right. And I'm in pain. I'm in worse pain now than I've been in a month. We're going to get to the physical therapist next week. It's freaking terrible. Yeah, I got a gimp feeling. I was trying to walk myself without the cane and work it out, but I can't. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, so I know I got to go to the physical therapist. I have determined that to be true. I definitely am not good at it. I thought I could really figure this out. Nope. Something wrong. Oh, job has an elevator. If it didn't, I can get up the stairs. It just takes a long time. That was my first problem. When I first got out and about, trying to figure out how to get up and down stairs, that was a nightmare. I didn't know. They said online, put the cane here, put the foot there, do this, do that. Hell, no matter what I did, it was terrible. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do this morning. I still can't walk either. Been trying for many years. Well, I'm an active person, so walking's pretty important to me. I can ride the hell out of the bike, though. It don't bother me. Yeah, I can ride the bike. Oh, that reminds me. I'm going to take physical therapy next week. Book some sessions next week to get this figured out. What did you? Oh yeah, I was going to try some other seats on my bike. The way my hip and my butt and my tailbone, your knees are shot. Really? You're scared of the replacement? Well, I have no experience with a replacement knee. But it doesn't seem complex. I think a replacement hip is complex, but a knee, I don't think that's a hard one. The only one I hear people say recovery's a bitch is the hip. As far as the knee, I haven't really heard a lot about big problems with the knee. The hip is the one that sucks, because after they give you a new hip, every 10, 15 years, you got to do it again. Well, hell, that's bullshit. Thank God my socket wasn't broken. I could use my original sockets. I keep getting things taken out of my stomach. 3 surgeries so far. What's that tell you? That tells you something. What? I don't know, but it may say something. There's a problem. Something going on. I don't understand women anyway. You guys are a very rare breed, you know? Michigan, hello. Earl's fine. He's at Marcelino's house. He's enjoying the life of luxury. I'm doing good. Des, where have you been? We thought you ran away. Well, I feel like fiddle farting with a bike today, but then again, I don't feel like it. I was thinking about making my folding bike faster the way it used to be, but I shouldn't even mess with it. It's already nice. You know how you get things perfect and then you just want to mess with them and then you screw it up, then you go back the way it was? That's what I do with bikes all the time. I play with them so much I break them. Yeah, I'm driving again. I'm back to driving. I just now got to work on my walking. I'm walking all gimpy. And I walk kind of crooked. I've been biking since I got hurt. Hell, I biked 10 kilometers Wednesday. Biking's not a problem. Biking is a low-impact sport. Earl is at Marcelino's house. You're actually making a big statement, making it more than it is. I just said he's over at Marcelino's house. Other than that, I don't know. You got to get a job with CNN. That kind of question right there is like putting a statement in the mouth, you know. Did you say you ate Earl, then you fed him to the monkeys, and then you beat him, and then you gave... No, I didn't say that. You need to get a job at CNN. That was a great statement right there. Marcelino, a little house, just a couple miles away. Get you a job down there at CNN or MSNBC. Earl can come over here. I can visit him. It's just a cat, man. It's a fucking cat. My life will never bow down to an animal. Not that I hate them. I love dogs and cats, but it's a fucking animal. I don't even like kids. I only like my kids. Haven't been here in a while, my bad. Don't worry about it. You know how I am. I'm half smart ass. If you take anything I say personally, you're going to need psychotherapy. You don't like kids either. I don't like kids. I like my own, but I don't like nobody else's kids. Yeah, I hate kids. I like kids that I can talk to and then they go home. Not that I have to look at every day. And I absolutely hate babies. Babies are a waste of the planet. I just don't like babies. If I don't know, how old is it you can talk to the little bastard and he can talk back? That's cool. I guess from 5 years, that's okay. Up. I got a couple for sale. Couple Joe is here. What's up, Joe? Yeah, if they're around 5 years and above where I can talk to them, that's cool. But anything below 5, I just don't want to hear it. Little bastards. You know, okay, good. Yeah. Them little bastards that can't talk, run around just puking and shitting and tearing shit up. I hate that. It's amazing that you ladies can breed, produce, and have children. I don't really understand how that works. That is the weirdest design in history. You think about it. You have this person who gets pregnant and produces a child who bleeds once a month for 30 plus years. And you expect them to be normal to begin with. I don't know how y'all do it. I was a teacher, had 6,000 kids, and none of them my own ever. That's good. Like you say, if you can, a teacher's not a bad job. You can walk, the children go home. The ones you've got to wake up and see every day and every night. That's the ones that's the issue. Some of the kids at this compound, maybe 1 out of 20 is smart. I figured out most are real dumbasses. Some are intelligent, some are not. You got 3 to choose from when you're old. If you get old, I really effed that up, did you? Okay, what are we going to do now? Should I tear apart my bike and make it faster or just leave it alone? Check it out. Let's get in there and check out what I think I was going to do. I don't know that I need it faster, but I'm bored. Okay, I got all the stuff here to do it. I'm thinking about it. You don't need to go faster. Maybe that's true. I'm thinking about it, though. I'm thinking about taking off all my heavy stuff, and over there is my light wheels, light tires, light everything. So I'm thinking about taking these heavy tires off and putting this bike back to light. But then again, it's such a headache to get tires on and off of a carbon rim. It's really hard. Trying to get tires off and on of these little bitty carbon rims without breaking them, it's a challenge. My crank is a Holotech crank. I don't know how many pieces it is. Probably 2 or 3, maybe more. I built that bike. It didn't come that way. It came with a purple single chain ring. I did this whole bike. The only thing that's the same on this bike is the frame. Everything else has been changed. This is basically, I ordered a frame and then I built the bike. And I used their components while I was building it. And nothing on this bike is original. This whole bike is self-built. Get a trike? I don't know damn trike. What's the best hand grips? I don't know. With a little lotion, about all the grips feel good. Little bit of lotion, make that grip feel fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, they all feel just fine. Hey, Randy, take care. All right, see you, Dave. I used to be hooked on ergon grips. Big hands and little hands. Well, there you go. I used to only use ergon grips, and now I switched to 3D printed carbon. Let me show you, Ryan. This is the #1 grip now. These things are freaking awesome. This grip here, check this out. The air flows through your hands. These grips, you can get them in every color. I mean, they're all black, but you get different ends. You look for this grip. Best damn grip now. I switched to these. Super soft, air flows around your hand. Very good. I don't use ergon anymore. You were hooked on phonics, but it didn't work for you. Oh, Cup of Joe. I was last night watching a show and they showed the bicycles for really fat people. And I thought about you. Have you thought about getting a bike? They make them for real fat people now. Do you know how to ride a bike? Wait a minute. Was that rude? Joe, you know I'm playing with you. If I was fat, I lost a lot of weight myself. I seen you. You still fat. It's okay, though. You're losing weight. You still fat, though. Don't strut it. You've been fat your whole life. I don't think it's your fat that bothers anybody. I think it's because you're short. You look wider. If you were taller, you probably wouldn't be as fat. Think about it. If you were taller, you wouldn't look so fat. It's because you're short and you got no neck. That happens. You're gaining weight back. Yeah, because you're a failure. You don't put the time in. Cup of Joe lost 100 pounds. Did he? Have you really lost 100 pounds, Joe? Joe's a male model. I have a question, Joe. Can you see your testiculars when you're sitting on the toilet? Can you bend down and see them without pulling them up to look? Out of curiosity. You're 260T. Oh, damn, you did do good. Hallelujah. You did real good. £262. I think the problem you're 4'9". Joe, you know I'm messing with you. I think if you were taller than 4'9", it'd be different. You know what happened? Last night, I'm laying in bed, my hips bother me, I can't really sleep, and I'm scrolling through the YouTube, and it came up to that thing that is, you're 215-ish. Well, that's not too bad. Anyway, the 600-pound 5 year later stories came up. Those people that were like giants and lost a lot of weight. It was pretty interesting. But I noticed that most of those 600-plus pound people, they are mentally ill. They're really mentally ill. Yeah, when you're 600 pounds, you're double the weight of a fat person. But they're all mentally, they're weird. They go through all this 6 foot with my shoes on. There you go. You can't imagine. I'm able to get into 2X and they used to be 5X. There you go. Well, you're into something. You got it going, Joe. Actually, it's a success. Well. I'm sitting there thinking I'm going to try to put these other tires on. I'm really not in the mood for it. I was going to see if you had any extra clothes. I gave all my clothes away. They're gone. I give clothes away every 3 to 6 months. I empty out, all my shoes were gone to Shamsuddin. I give everything away. And plus, my t-shirts and all, look, This is what a used t-shirt looks like. They're all too big, but I don't throw them away until they fall off my body, and then I use them for a bike rag for at least a year. You want some of my used shirts? My shirts are hell. The problem, they don't sell the good shirts here, so I don't have any. Yeah, I need a trip to America so I go to Walmart and buy some cotton t-shirts. T-shirts in other parts of the world suck. They really do. It's a scam. It's a big scam. 6'6" XXL. Well, here's the deal, Vancouver. Have you noticed you have to buy really big t-shirts because they're too damn short? I ordered to send you some new white t-shirts. I need some. But the problem with the shirts is they're too short. I can wear extra large, but if I buy extra large, it's like I'm wearing a halter. I don't know why they make shirts so short. You know the shirt, this here, if you buy large, it'll come up to here. Well, I don't want my shirt up here. I want my shirt down here. I hate the way they measure clothes. I don't like my clothes to be short. I need my clothes to be longer. And then the problem, you need to alter it. Yeah, you definitely need to do something. Stafford white t-shirts at JCPenney are long. Really? I have to check that out. I hate the t-shirts that are so short. You bend over and your ass comes, belly everything falls out. I hate short t-shirts. I'm only 6 foot. I'm not that tall. I should be normal size. What's the normal size of a man? I don't even know. Well, hell, let's go look it up. Let's go into the, let me get my cane. Let's go in the other room. Let's see it. Let me first put this damn bike out of the way before I bust my ass on it. You like the t-shirt to cover your pants a bit. Yeah, me too. I don't like the t-shirts to be halters. I hate short t-shirts. "5'10" is a standard. Is it? Let's go see. Let's check it out. Mine have air conditioning? Yeah, that's what is the average height of men in North America? I'll be damned. It's actually not, it's short. It's 5'9". Maybe I should put Caucasian. Let's Caucasian man. Let's go with that. There you go. It's different when you put just Caucasian. Us Caucasian people, your average height is a 5'10". When you average in Hispanic people, they're shorter by 1 to 2 inches. So 5'10". But the overall average is 5'9". So 5'10". So I'm a little above average. Interesting. What about women? Women, the average is a 5'4.3". You're 5'9", you're tall for a woman. The average in America is 5'3.9" or 5'4". So you're tall for a lady. For the average. You're taller than average. Johnny, be good. What are you up to? Caucasian women. Yeah, I put Caucasian. Because if you don't put that, it'll calculate all the people in the U.S. and it will lower it. You have to go by race. You know, just like if you put Philippines, it ain't going to be near. It's all going to be different. You have to go by race. There's everybody, your ethnicity, your race, this all makes a difference when you're measuring your body mass and height. I mean, everybody can see that. I mean, you can look at the people's butts and tell where they're from. Filipino women is short. Let's try it. I looked at that before. It was real short. Height of Philippine woman's is 4'11". So they're much shorter. Your height and your ass will tell people where you're from. Most women with a really big ass overeat, or they're from Africa or Brazil, or they have DNA from Africa or Brazil. You know them big old Bodie Brazil girls look like two basketballs shoved into a pillowcase. Your average Caucasian American lady has a fat ass that looks like half a sandbag. And most ladies in the Philippines have no ass. It's just like their hips connect to their legs. It's very rare for a woman to have a butt. 5 foot was your guess. Well, it's 4'11". You're pretty close. So everybody's DNA reflects the average. Mexican girls at the gym have big booties. They do. But their men are shorter, is what it says on Google, AI, whatever. I don't really know about that, to be honest. I have not noticed. What I have noticed about living in Cali for a long time, I noticed a lot of Hispanic girls, once they get like 25 to 30, their body immediately goes into this thing that looks like a gourd, you know? It's not very many middle-aged and above Hispanic ladies who are sexy. It's very rare. Same like Caucasian women. Y'all completely lose your backsides. Flat. Filipinos same way, but they're born with no butt. They're just non-butt people. However, Brazilian people have big old butt. I don't know how that works. I guess it's just DNA. DNA. My friend who's Hispanic now looks like a gourd after she aged. That's what happens. Different DNA people, or different people age differently in different looks. Look at a Caucasian men. All of them got a big old belly. It's like very common. A big belly is very common. Even though you may not be a fat person, you know what I mean? Fat neck, fat arms, you'll have a belly. You was born with a belly? It could be happening. A lot of people have a belly. It's kind of weird. I think it's just from your food, though. I don't know, you can look up all this data online. It'll tell you who's tall and what country and what origin is. But you got to put the color in America or the race, because it's totally different. Asian to Caucasian to African. Well, we don't have no Africans in America. Ain't nobody ever been to Africa. I'm an African American. Really? What part of Africa are you from? I don't think you are. Same with you white people. I'm a Norwegian American. Really? What part of Norway are you from? If your great-great-great-great-granddaddy was in Norway shagging, that has nothing to do with you. Barracudas, what's up? Now, Barracuda, now see, this is really hard. This gentleman's from Australia. And that is what is that? The European penal colony that became a country? It's really hard to track your DNA down. Where are you heritage from? Did you look it up? Mr. Barracuda, where are you from originally? Your heritage, your DNA. Hell, I saw one Australian dude, he took his DNA and figured out he was Spanish and Russian or something. I don't know, he did the whole DNA and did a family heritage search. Figured out he was a Russian Spanish dude. He's from the penal colony. He is. At least it's better being from the no penal colony. My mom said Italian. My father's side is a German. Your father's side was German. Your mom was Italian. Barracuda says, you're Italian? You don't look Italian. You look more British. You look like you're from the United Kingdom to originate from. You would be shocked when you do a DNA test. Yeah, that's why I don't believe them. When you look at some of these DNA tests, it's like, that dude's not from Africa. He's not from here. Some of them are kind of bullshit, you know? Okay, you got a DNA test. You found one gene, one chromosome from somebody in some other planet. It don't mean anything. You're born right in America. My mother said is English. Your mother's side is English. There you go. We should all do a DNA test. But it's not going to really make a difference in your life. Just waste money. Doing a DNA test is going to waste a bunch of money. Mike, hello. What am I? I don't know. We're German and British. We're from the UK and Germany mixed. I found my grandpa cheated on my grandma and had a kid with another lady when I took my DNA. Really. I was trying to trace my family tree as I wound up with a twig. I was actually, Joe, I was going to treat you this year to a gift. So I was going to do the genealogy DNA for you. I sent it into that online place, and it came back that your DNA is directly related to Jenny Craig. And I was ashamed to give it to you. I just threw it away. You're related to Jenny Craig. Swear to God. You're a great descendant of the great Jenny Craig. I didn't want to upset you, so I just left it alone, you know. Some things better off not said. Oh, I was more with Jacqueline Lang. Yeah, right. Do you still go to the desert like you used to? I've been broken for 7 weeks. I'm just now, the first day, I'm actually not homebound. I broke my femur. I was hospitalized, surgery. I've been all sorts of stuff. I've had all sorts of problems. I got broken in an accident. Now I'm repaired, but I can't walk very good. I'll be good to walk maybe in another week or so. I spent my first day walking yesterday. It was terrible. It was very terrible. I can barely walk. It hurts so bad. It's going to take weeks to get my muscle back in my leg. Remember the syringe guy in the tent? Yep, he's there. The old boy's crazy. Has anybody at home been helping at all? No, I've been doing everything myself. I'm a solo person. I've recovered and done everything myself. I'm kind of like a hermit who's online. We talked about this earlier in the broadcast. I'm really a hermit who's online. I'm the first hermit who talks to people online. Really. I didn't want nobody to come and spend no money. I can handle it. I work too hard to give money away just because I need somebody to come up and go, honey, baby, are you okay, kid? Oh, baby. I just got to handle your shit, you know? Yeah, you just got to handle your shit. I don't need no honey, boo-boo, kissy tutu. You know that crap? You just got to handle your shit. That's it. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I hate people lay there, oh, help me. Shut up. Just handle your shit. Yeah, it's not like it's down the street, somebody come over to help you. Just suck it up and handle it. Oh, whiny ass baby people, you know? How many's out here, your husband or wife is a whiny ass needy person? I hate whiny ass needy people. You know it? Oh. How whiny ass needy. Just handle your shit. I remember when I knocked down the fence and all those camels got loose. Oh, that sucked. Your husband, when he was man flu. Yeah, most of the men, when they get the flu, they get kind of whiny. But I'm talking about something major, not just a cold. When everybody gets a cold, they don't want to do anything. That's normal. You want to get in a cocoon and just leave everything alone. I've lived solo for 35 years. It's pure freedom. There you go, see? Nothing wrong with that. Am I on Kick? I haven't done Kick in a long time. I should probably look at Kick. I just haven't done Kick. I just not really into it. I don't really care much about it. This is my hobby. I'm not trying to make a living. I'm not sitting here dissecting and seeing when I should do what and what I can do and how many number here and there. I'm here. If you're here, great. If you're not, see you later. I don't care if I have 1 viewer or 1 million. It don't matter. It's not a priority. And most everybody here, we've known each other for years. It's not like very few people we haven't known for years. Like now, what do we got here? Right now, we got 41 people on Twitch. We have 20 on YouTube, and we have 2 on Facebook. People all over from everywhere. We've all known each other a long time. Most everyone here, we've all known each other for a minimum a decade. There's new that come and go, but you know. You lost a ton of weight. Yes, I did. I lost 100 pounds. Says he quit Twitch, shows up on Twitch. Well, I only quit Twitch because I couldn't multicast. And then they sent me an offer of $9 a month to use, what's that called? Whatever I'm using. So I just put it on the list. I don't know if Kick will work here too. Yeah, we all was back in Periscope. Myrna, hello. I don't know if I could add Kick to the list here or not. I haven't thought about that. Maybe that's an idea. I have a Vein of Culture, hello. I think we did Kick on here once. Did we? I don't know. I have to see. Maybe I should add it. It won't hurt. I could add it. It won't matter. Yeah, I could add it. I'm new. What you up to, Randy? You're new. Welcome, new Vein of Culture. I am now on my second day of being released from being hurt and broken. I broke my femur bone 7 weeks ago, and I only got released to go back to normal life yesterday or the day before. So this is my second day ready to go forward. So now I have to learn to walk again normal. I have to go to some physical therapy. I walk like I look like I'm spinning in a circle. We'll be back to normal. We should be normal soon. Normal walking. But then again, I rode my bike 10.5 kilometers this week. Yeah, I should be able to go to the Philippines. Everything should be fine. I just need to walk better. I can't walk yet through an airport. It's too hard. I have to go to physical therapy because it hurts, man. Yeah, I ride a bike a lot. I'm still riding. I ain't going to stop. I don't care about it. A bike is a low-impact sport. It's not hurting everything. The only problem I had is my hip was killing me on my gravel bike, but now I fixed that. Let me show you how I fixed it. Oh, hell, I left my cane in the other room. All right, we'll limp in the other room. Oh, damn it. Oh, God, now I'm going to have pain walking to the other room. I broke my neck back a year ago. Now just started a account stream. I collect art, design toys. Cool. Oh, I could barely walk in here. Okay, to ride my gravel bike. Damn, I gotta clean off my camera. To drive my gravel bike, I had to switch to a Brooks leather saddles. My racing ergon saddles and all, I can't use them. It hurts my hip too bad. So that bike and my folding bike, now I have to use this Brooks saddles. I was going to try to use my racing or my ergon nice saddle today, but I haven't done it yet. You got T-boned by a scion at 80. Oh, that'll break you. You know what? The doctor at the hospital said that they do the surgery that I have all the time because people get T-boned. The number one broken hip and femur accident is being T-boned. But it usually breaks them a lot more. Mine, the head of it broke. But a lot of people, that's a big deal, man. You get T-boned, you're screwed. That's a major problem. I feel sorry for people who get T-boned. It's actually terrible. Let me show you the saddle. Let me grab my cane. Where's my cane? I gotta get my cane. I'm walking around gimpy. What did I do with my damn cane? Damn it. Whoa! I don't know what I did with my cane. Hell, I gotta walk around gimpy now. Thank God I didn't. Oh, God. I lost my cane. It's somewhere in the house. I don't know where it is. Anyway, the saddle on this bike here now. Oh. This steel double post and a Brooks saddle with springs, this son of a bitch probably weighs 5-10 pounds. However, I have this one, which is a very thin carbon with a very thin ergon saddle. This son of a bitch don't weigh 1 pound. This saddle and stem make my bike very heavy. I've been wanting to go back to this saddle because it's very light. But this part right here was hurting my hip. I wonder if I could use it again. Yeah, it was killing my hip. God, that's heavy. That some bitch weighs 5-10 pounds. Last I used when I made the coffee. This damn saddle is so heavy. Jeez. All right, let's put this aside. And then let's put this super light saddle on. Damn, I don't remember what number it needs to be at. Let me check. I got to figure out what number. All right, let's figure out my number. Oh, that's too tall. I gotta go down a little bit. What number am I at? I'm at number 9. I should be down here near number 10. Go down to here. Now, damn, it's crooked. That should be my number. That's it. That's my number. I gotta remember that number. What number is that? That is number 11. 10 and a half and 11. Okay. I'm gonna try to use this today because it's much lighter. Also, I'm gonna switch to everything to titanium. And I'm going to take these tires off and go with Kojak racing tires. I'm going to try to make this a race bike today. I'm going to take off everything that I don't need. That'll give me something to do today. Oh, I'm wearing my giant clothes from when I was fat. My shirt's giant, my shorts are giant. I'm wearing my fat clothes. A little lower will make it. I don't know if that's true or not. I need my, I can put on my regular size clothes after I go to the barber shop. Right now I'm wearing all my old fat clothes. Shorts are double big, shirts too much big. The hardest thing is to put my racing tires on here. It's very hard to put tires on carbon rims. I think we'll shed these pedals. We'll go with, I have titanium pedals. We'll get rid of the kickstand, the rack. Yeah, I'm going to make this a race bike today, see how it feels. I'll do it later. I'm not in the mood now. Hell, just this now. I think this bike ought to be damn light by now. Just removing that seat makes this bike much better. Oh, hell yeah. Still crooked, damn it. Still a little bit crooked. There, that's straight. Let's give that a little bit of a tighten that down a little bit. Damn tools. All right. That's about it. We can remove the rear rack, remove these folding wheels, remove the kickstand, change the pedals over, get rid of that, change the tires over. I can probably shed 10, 15 pounds off this bike. 10 pounds. The bike, when it's stripped down, only weighs 8 kilos. But I had all that heavy stuff on there and made it weigh a little bit. Yeah, this bike cost me around $2,000 to build it. It's actually an aluminum trifold. It's kind of like a Brompton copy, but it took a lot to make it. This one was expensive to make. But it's faster and nicer. It came with nothing. The only thing left with this bike is the frame. Everything else has been upgraded. Not upgraded, completely thrown out and started over. This is now a 2x10 Tiagra road bike trifold. I kind of wish I didn't go carbon wheels. I don't think it's a benefit. Damn carbon wheels are hard. You know, once you switch to carbon, it's really hard. Looks like a 2030 Cannondale. Yeah, this bike was a lot of work. Now that I look at this bike was a lot of work. This bike was so much work because I didn't know anything about how to order stuff, because there's no standard to order to make a folding single chainring bike, to make it into 20 speed, to do everything. There's no standard. You have to figure it out. Plus, this is not like a 16-inch. This is a 20-inch Brompton, kind of like a G-line, but not. This bike here, to figure out how to find a mount for the front derailleur, that was a challenge. I didn't even know the size of the top tube and how to do that. And then I went from a single chain ring cartridge to a Hollowtech double chain ring. That was another challenge, trying to figure out what size and what you need. And then I went from a one single chain ring 9-speed to a Tiagra double chain ring. Everything's been a hell. Nothing's been easy. I went from spokes to carbon wheels. And then I changed what is this? I don't know what it's called. Some kind of a attachment thing. I changed that to carbon. Seat post is carbon. The handlebars are carbon. And then I put an aluminum riser stem so I can angle the way I like it. And then I changed the headset out from a Chinkity Chink China Wink. I changed that to Chris King. That's another bitch. I never did that and didn't know how to do it. That was really hard to do. And then it only had one shifter, and it had some kind of cheap-ass brakes, so I changed everything to Tiagra. It's really hard. All this stuff takes time. It takes a lot of time to do this kind of stuff. Anyway, this bike folds up, goes in the car. Really easy. But that's not my favorite bike. I don't have a favorite yet. And then this bike here was a bitch to make. I didn't know anything about this one. I changed this bike. Is a Cannondale GRX. What is it? A gravel all-road type bike. This one's running suspension stems. I don't know. This one was a little bit of a hell too. But this bike is that bike there is cozy. You can burn out the miles on road or gravel with that bike. It's more of an all-around bike. I don't know what you would call it. Your first bike was a Schwinn. Schwinn was like the bike back in the day, you know. Schwinn was a good bike. They made, I guess they were like the most popular bikes for us folks in the suburbia. Oh, Schwinn's and Huffy's, that was about it. Whatever was down at Walmart. Remember, we didn't have any bike shops when we were kids. The first bike shop that came to our city was Nashiki. Japanese dude came from California, and I got the first road racing bike there. Hell, you could get anything, Huffy's, anything. We didn't have any regular bike shops. The first proper racing type style bike was from a Japanese dude. We didn't know nothing about it. Damn, that's heavy. But it's comfortable. I'm going to put it back on. Durable. You know, when we were kids, I don't remember anybody's bike breaking. We had the Schwinn's and the Huffy's. You could beat the shit out of them. They'd never break. The bikes of today are actually shit when you think about it. When we were kids, you could take a Huffy over a 3-foot ramp, crash it into the cement, get back on it, and ride away. Now, if your bike falls over, the derailleur breaks and the wheels bend. Remember when we were kids, how the bike was tough as hell? We didn't have no problem. The people broke, not the bikes. We beat the shit out of our bikes. Like a car bumper then and now. Yeah, same like the car bumper. You're right. Hell, our damn bikes were strong as hell. We'd go ride them in the woods and the dirt, jump them all the time doing stupid shit. And they'd still be all right. I don't never remember bending a wheel or having some problem. Hell, bike just worked. Everything becomes so, I don't know. They call it weight weenie, make everything light. But no, you didn't really make a lot of improvements. My opinion is you just made everything cheaper, so we have to replace it quicker. Good old Huffy or a Schwinn, you could ride that so much 10 years, crash it into a brick wall every day, and it'd still run down the road. The worst thing was chain breaking all the time. We had to turn the bicycle upside down. That was about it. You're right. Chain would come off. That's about it. But nothing else would happen. Chain would come off. It's not a big deal. Even I don't remember having a flat every day. On these sport bikes, freaking flat happens all the time. Hell, I remember my buddy rode a Huffy off of a 6-foot tall porch, crashed it directly into the ground. He got right back on it and rode off. He was hurting, but he was able to get back on. In the whole name of make everything lighter and faster, I think we've ruined a lot of stuff. Your bike doesn't need to weigh 5 pounds. It doesn't matter if it weighs 40 pounds. Get on it so much and have some fun. Everybody tries to make their bike like they're going to be the Lance Armstrong. You don't need to be Lance Armstrong. You'll be lucky to get around the block without falling off. Damn, I hate changing pedals. I never can remember which way I'm supposed to turn the pedal. One time I tightened it so tight I couldn't undo it. Now a lot of the parts are aluminum. If you torque too hard, they break. Hell, I've broken a lot of shit. Torque too hard on carbon and aluminum and it just breaks, strips out. I think I'll leave this bike alone. I'll just keep the seat post change back and forth. That won't hurt. I really want to put on my racing tires, but I remember those tires. They ride like rocks. Right now I have some kind of, I don't remember what these tires are called. Some kind of competition, Innovo or some shit. Pro Innovo competition. They're soft, but my other Kojaks are really fast. Those tires that I had on here before are fast. But they ride like shit. Rough. Armand, what's up? Not the yellow ones. I had black Kojaks. The yellow ones were too thin. I have black Kojaks that ride really good. The yellow ones, they're all right, but they're a little too thin. This tire rides really well. I don't know, the big thing today is everybody says, and even the people racing are switching to wider tires. They are trying to tell us now that a thin tire doesn't make you faster. I don't know. So I really don't know what's going on. But they're trying to reprogram us to tell us we don't need skinny tires anymore. If they're right, they're right. If they're wrong, they're wrong. I went to a smooth tire over knobbies. Yeah, smooth tires are kind of nice. Knobbies are okay for gravel. I don't know. There's so many choices. I have no freaking idea what's good and bad, to be honest. I do know that the smooth tire is nice on the road, but they ride a lot rougher. The knobby rides smoother, you know? When you go with this slick tire, it rides rough. And knobby big tire just kind of floats a little bit. It slows you down, but I'm not racing anyway. You lose comfort when you go to them thinner tires. I'm thinking about still doing it anyway. Okay, we need to find my cane. I lost my damn cane somewhere. I don't even know if I can get the tire off of this rim. It's so hard, I don't know if I can do it. I'll probably leave it alone. You know what? I can always change things back. Let's change this bike that was set up for travel and cushy comfort. Let's change it to a speed bike. You feel like hanging out, weathering Jabel? I don't know what it is. I ain't been outside. All right, we're going to change this bike to a faster bike for the hell of it. Here we go. Let's go in here and grab fast tires. We already got the fast seat post and saddle on. All right, let's go in here and grab some racing tires. We're going to switch to slicks. We're going to switch it to a fast bike. Sophia, what's up? So let's go to the speed bike. We're going to get rid of everything that is not necessary, but still keep it kind of sexy. Okay, the first thing we need to do, we need to get rid of this roller wheels and the rack. That's a lot of weight that's really not needed. So here we go. We're going to lose the rack and these roller wheels. That'll drop a lot of weight. Let's do it. Okay, to do this, We need to remove these wheels first, they're in the way. Okay, we're going to take off these big wheels. When you fold the bike, these wheels actually make it where you can move it around. We're going to take these off. And we're going to put some small black ones on in a minute. All right, now we're going to remove a rack. This thing here is, when you fold it and you drop the seat post, it'll stop here instead of going to the ground. That's a seat post stopper. Taking all these parts off is a bit of a bitch. All right, we're into the program. All right, we're just changing getting the rack off. Now, I gotta tighten this brake so I can tighten the bolt. This is not fun. Sorry. I'm having to put everything back together now for that rack is gone. Then I have to put screws down there. I don't remember what the rack screws held on. They probably did multi-jobs. They probably held on many things. All right. Let's see what these screws held on. Do they hold on a derailleur or anything? Yes, they do. They hold on the rear derailleur holder. So that screw will have to go back. Yeah, you can't live without that. Your bike will fall apart. Okay. So that is a screw that must stay in there. This screw here, it holds the derailleur hanger. If you leave it off, your derailleur will fall off. So we're going to put that screw back. All right, now this screw on the other side, it holds damn kickstand on. We'll put that back on. I haven't decided if I'm going to lose the kickstand yet, but I'll probably take the kickstand off later anyway. But go ahead and put things back together and then we'll worry about it. There's something else that I just realized. That screw, now it'll be all right. All right, now we've removed the rear rack. Now we should put on the small roller wheels. Johnny, be good. What are you up to? Now, instead of them big purple wheels, we're going back to these style. There you go. Now we have to decide, are these pedals heavy or light? I have titanium pedals that'll be much lighter. Let's go look at my titanium pedals. So yeah, now I think we're going to switch, whoops. I don't remember how heavy these are, but they're very thin CNC aluminum. It's 3 bearings. I just don't remember, these are ultralight or heavy? They don't feel heavy. I got to think about this. Okay, back here we've gotten rid of the rack. So we've lost probably 6-7 pounds. We removed these big wheels and this rack, removed the metal iron seat post and a leather saddle, and now this bike is getting lean and mean. The last thing will be these tires, which I'm not in the mood to do right now. It's such a bitch. You just don't know how hard it is to get these little tires off this. Kim, hey Randy, do you ever get your vehicle and everything situated? Actually, Kim, I was told that you would be giving me a new car, and I didn't really want one. Should I come pick it up? I was told you've been, hanging out with me for so many years. You thought you'd just give me a good old car, What do you think, Kim? No, I got my cars back. Looks nice. Let's look at this bike now before we continue our next removing of things. Don't be tight, Kim. Yeah, don't be tight. Just give it up. All right. Let's look at what we got here. Now we're starting to look like a race mode bike. We're lean and mean now. Now I think we're going to go to titanium pedals. And we need to switch tires. Damn, I hate doing that. We'll go to titanium pedals and we'll switch to the Kojak racing tires. Well, I'm not in the mood to do it, but I guess I should. All right, let's go in this other room. Let's get my titanium stuff out. I have more parts that are much lighter. My house is nothing but bikes and bike parts, by the way. This is my bike part room. I got fenders, I got seats, I got tires, parts sprawled out everywhere. Look at this. This room is nothing but piles of bike parts, boxes for bikes. Let's see, here's our titanium pedals. This house is nothing but bike parts. I got all sorts of bike BS. Anyway, we'll get to that later. Let's see what the deal is here. Now I have to remember which pedal weighs the most. Ouch! God bless America! Oh! I just sat on my tailbone on a piece of wood and it feels, oh my God, that hurt. Oh, Jesus Louise, this mother son of a beach. Oh, my tailbone. This chair is the biggest bullshit chair in the world. Let me show you this chair. When you sit back too far, your ass hits right here on this piece of wood. Your tailbone hits there. So you got to be careful when you sit down or your tailbone clips right on that. Whoever designed this chair, fuck you and fuck your mama. Dumbass designed this chair. Idiot. That chair has hurt my tailbone 50 times this year. God, that's terrible. Pisses me off. My tailbone hits that every time. Whew. Dumbass chair. I hate that chair. Oh, God, that hurt. You can't believe how that hurt. I'm going to put some foam or something over that part. Son of a bitch hurt bad, man. God bless. Stupid ass design. All right, let's get back to the... all right, yeah, my tailbone bruised now. Here's my super light titanium pedals. These are real light. But I don't know which is lighter. Let's see which is lighter. We'll start with a right and we'll do a test. So we're going to switch to titanium pedals. I'm just worried about the weight. Oh, God. My tailbone's still hurting right now. Son of a bitch, that hurt. Really, that hurt. That hurt like hell. God. Whew. Make you want to cry. I'm about ready to jump out of my skin when I hit my tailbone right on the corner of that. Okay, I don't remember which way to turn the pedal. Hopefully I can figure it out. Let's see if we can figure it out. All right, now we got to see how to get this. Is this the size? Nope. I don't remember which way to turn it, damn it. I have a guide on some other pedals. Where's my other pedals that'll show me which way to do it? I don't remember how to turn it. Well, if you're pedaling forward, that would be tightening, so you want to go this way to loosen. Ah! Damn it, I can't remember which way I'm turning. All right, let me go get my other pedals have a guide. Let me get the pedals that have a guide. Ah. Okay, we're on the right pedal. This is left pedal. A right pedal will tell you tighten is this way, loosen is the back way. I was doing it right, it's just hard. All right, I was doing it right, it's just as hard. So now, God, how am I going to get that off? Some bitch is on tight. Fuck. I don't know how I'm going to get that off. I'm going to have to get up more, something that I can get some. bastard! How am I gonna get this off? I believe we'll save this for later. Wood block between the pedal arm and the frame. That's probably a good idea. What the freaking hell is that on so tight for? I put it on. I didn't tighten it that tight. I got it! Ha ha! Woo! That broke my hand good. No, I didn't get it. Damn, I thought I got it. I didn't get it. What the hell was moving? Ah! Ah! Son of a bitch, this is tight. I don't understand this. How can this be so tight? Okay. This damn little bolt can't outdo me. We gotta figure out something. There's gotta be some shit. Okay, how can we do this? We have this here, we know it's too tight and we have a problem. And it seems this leverage is not enough leverage, and then the pedal moves at the same time. So I would think leverage will solve the problem. So we need something we can put some leverage on it. We need something with leverage. Leverage. Oh, that's leverage. Okay. We're going to use leverage. And we want to need need something for our knee don't get broken on the mountain bike roads. We'll use a pillow. We're going to use this. Woo! I can't get that son of a bitch to break loose. I've tried everything. Okay, we'll worry about that later. We'll move on to this pedal a little bit. I don't know what to do. That son of a bitch is on so tight. I can't get it to budge. Damn. I can't get that somebody to move. Hey, good morning. Hotel Curly. It's the other way now that the nut is tighter. It's not the other way. I have the way to go. I'm doing okay. I'm sitting there trying to get a pedal kicking my ass. I can't get it off. Anyway, we'll worry about it later. I can't do it now. My hip hurts again. I broke my damn second hip trying to get this stupid ass pedal off. I can't get it off. Okay. Almost broke my head trying to get the damn pedal off. Some bitch is torqued. Anyway, we'll worry about it in a little bit. I ain't gonna mess with it now. I don't feel like fucking with it. I'm done. Okay, what do we want to do now? Put these tools back in it. I can tell you though, that was a hard bitch. So hard. Earl, he's over at Marcelino's house. He's been with Marcelino for a few months. Hell, ain't no way I can get the pedal off. That's some bullshit. I don't know how I'm going to figure that out. Okay, now we want to put on the racing tires. Take off the cushy wushies and go to racing. So I guess the best way to do that is to flip the bike, and then when I flip it, I don't want anything to get scratched, so I need a towel to put on the floor. Alright, let me get a towel to put on the floor. WD-40, I don't have any of that. We'll figure it out in a little while. Right now I'm just not in the mood to mess with it. I'm having too much pain. Damn bike is light now. Actually, I'm not going to change the racing tires now. My hip, we'll do that later. I don't feel like it. My damn hip is sore. I put out too much energy trying to remove a bolt. I almost got hurt again. I got to be careful. So that'll be a project later. I don't want to end up back in the hospital. How'd you break your hip? Well, I was trying to take off the pedal. I don't want to end up back in the hospital. Okay, we'll return to the finishing up of this bike. I need to put the racing tires on, but now my hip kind of hurts and I'm not in the mood. I lost my motivation just now. So, this is only my first normal day. No, yesterday was first day. I still have to use a cane. So, I have to go to therapy to learn how to walk again. I walk like I got polio. Yeah, I look really funny when I walk. I don't look normal. What happened? Oh, you haven't been around? I broke my femur. I was in the hospital. I had titanium implants 7 weeks ago. Yeah, I've been through hell. I've been home 7 weeks with a broken femur, and I've had a hell of a problem. I just now was given the okay to walk 2 days ago. It's been a bitch. I got broken in half, rushed to the hospital, emergency surgery. And I've had to do it all by myself. I had nobody to help me. It's been freaking terrible. My life has been really hard for the past 7 weeks. Harder than you can imagine. It's been hell. I've been 7 weeks broken in half, struggling to get around, using a walker, handicapped stuff, couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything, couldn't move. Been a bitch. But what don't kill you makes you stronger. I have to admit, though, it's been a bitch. It's not been easy at all. It's been hard. Yeah, it's been real hard. It was hell. Really hard. It's the first time I broke something that paralyzed me. Why is there all my friends? Because I can't take care of, do no cat, change no litter, do anything, so he's staying there. And he's been there a while. He can hang out with him. He take care of him. I can't do nothing. Hell, I'm lucky to take care of myself. I couldn't take care of no animal right now. I'm lucky just to get up myself. I'm lucky just to get dinner or breakfast, or just to get to the bathroom would take me hours. I couldn't do anything. I've been totally fucked. I had 18 staples down the side of my body. I have 3 big titanium rods in my hip. The 18 staples, that 2 weeks of those was hell. I couldn't move left or right. It's been terrible. I got some scars and they're not even sexy either. Yeah, them fuckers hurt me. They made it tough. This has not been, the femur is the largest bone in the body. That is your total support. Once you break that, you're fucked. You're paralyzed until it's the only bone that cannot heal itself without being supported. Broken femur was the #1 cause of death during the Civil War and early times, and even back in prehistoric times, because there's no way to fix it. Thank God we have modern medicine now, and they use titanium bolts to put it back together so it can regrow. But before that, broken femur was a death sentence. Yeah, it'll take 8 to 12 months to totally recover, but now I'm good. I just can't go out jumping and water skiing, But I'm good to go. Fucking terrible. It's very bad. I had a bicycle accident. I wrecked my bike at 5 in the morning on a cobblestone road, and my hip hit right into the cement rock, broke it immediately, and my bike flew away. My feet were clamped in, and nobody was there. I was laying on the ground like an hour screaming, and finally somebody heard me and came to help me and got an ambulance. I'm laying there. I can't get near my bike. I'm laying on a sidewalk at 5 in the morning in the middle of nowhere on a Friday. It was terrible. It really been bad. It was so terrible. You can't imagine. And I broke my femur at the head. I'll show you. Check it out. There, I broke that femur at the head. That's the breakage. That goes into your hip, and that's the head of the femur broke. That red is the broken. Then, that's how they fixed it. They put a bolt through the side here, a bolt up into here, and a big bolt down through the top. And it's terrible. The one that's the worst is this little bastard here. That little fucking bolt there is killing me. Every day I feel it. It's so terrible. That little bolt there is bullshit. It hurts so bad. Imagine somebody stabs you in the thigh with a screwdriver and just leaves it. That hurts. The others are kind of internal. But that son of a bitch there is like I've been stabbed with a screwdriver. This is the latest medical titanium. If they didn't do this, that's how they have to fix it. Remember, it's the bone that supports your whole body. Without the femur, you're on the ground. You can't walk. Without that bone, you're dead. You can't live without that bone. Well, the biggest thing is the pain. You're paralyzed when it happens. You can't move. I couldn't even crawl to my bike so I could get my phone. My bike was only 10 foot away and I couldn't get to it. I'm just paralyzed laying there. Can't move. An hour later, somebody came. Ambulance came. It took the ambulance an hour to fill me full of morphine, to put plastic under me, to put me on a stretcher to get me to into the ambulance. That took an hour. It was a few hours of just before I even got to the hospital. I was hurting. And morphine wears off 30 minutes. So every 30 minutes, I had to get some injection so I could actually handle it. Then I get to the hospital, and they bring this big machine in that took that color picture. And he said, "Oh, yeah, you're broken." If it would have cut the main vein there, you die in 15 minutes. I think the main aorta vein is in your left femur. So I was lucky that vein wasn't there. If I'd cut the bone, I died. You can die from a broken femur. There's a major vein there. It's not light. Many people die from that. Yeah, you can die from that. It's not a light thing. Actually, if you look in the history, the number one death in the Civil War was people's broken femurs. I was in the hospital a week. I got to the hospital, and then they ordered the titanium stuff, and the next morning I was in surgery for 5 hours. And then after that, I stayed a few days, and then they dropped me. I came home. I couldn't move. I laid in bed and slept for a week and just used a walker to get to my... It was bad. Anyway, it's all gone now. Now I just have to learn to walk again. I already have my x-ray. Everything grew back together perfectly. I'm no problem. It just... Now, after not walking for 7 weeks, I'm learning to use my leg again, and it's sore. Hurts. And that little screw at the bottom still hurts like a son of a bitch. It's even got my leg yellow and purple. I had a bathroom chair. I couldn't use the bathroom in the apartment. It was too low. If I sat down, I couldn't get back up. Yeah, if I sat down, I couldn't get back up. Let me show you. I bought a portable toilet. I tried to use the regular bathroom, then I couldn't get back up. I had to hold on to the sink, the shower. It took me 20 minutes to stand back up. And I had no help. I was home alone, suffering like a son of a bitch. There's my walker. That's folded up. I don't use that anymore. That was my toilet. I had to use that and roll it around. It was a hell. And remember, I did all this by myself. Freaking nightmare. Yeah, without that commode, I couldn't go to the bathroom. Because once you sit down, you can't get back up. People don't realize you cannot get back up. I couldn't move. They didn't have any home health care nonsense. I asked, they didn't have it. I just suffered. The first month at home alone was a bitch. I basically just stayed in bed, and I couldn't roll over or move. I just had to lay on my back. And when I had to get up, it was like a... And then after 2 weeks, they took all the staples out. Then I could do more things. A few people came here and there and helped me out. I brought up food or something, but all in all, I just handled it myself. It's a bitch. It was really hard. It was so hard. The housekeeping guy helped me out a lot. He would come in the morning, they'd bring food, so that helped. And then when I had to go back to the doctor, people came and got me and took me to the hospital back and forth. The housekeeping dude and the driver from the company helped out. Now I've lost a battery. I lost something. Damn it. Actually, the Sudani driver from the office, his father went through the same thing 6 months ago. So he knew how to handle it. So he would come and pick me up in a Toyota Hilux, and then he would get me in the car, then put my walker in the truck so I could get to laundry and stuff. So he already went through it helping his father. So he knew that you can't hit a bump, you can't do anything. Yeah, we couldn't even hit a bump in the car. I'd scream. Hallelujah, though. He just went through all this shit with his father. So he knew how to handle it. Anyway, I have now a lot more empathy for handicapped people. They ain't going to do anything about them screws. They're just going to leave them. My doctor said it's permanent. I have empathy for people that are handicapped now. I couldn't get in anywhere. Everywhere has a step. Every store has 2 or 3 steps. There's no way. And even ones that have ramps, the ramp is so straight up, you can't get up the ramp. This country is the worst for handicapped people. You're screwed. So now I've really got a bigger appreciation for handicapped people. It's a bitch. Just this little 4-inch step from my hall to the toilet, it took me like engineering to figure out how to get up that little step. Yeah, if you're handicapped here, you're screwed. There's no facilities. There's nothing. Everything they half-assed did, they made it terrible. You can't do anything. You don't want to be in this country if you're handicapped. You're screwed. There's nothing you can do. Half the stores don't even have a ramp. Yeah, the ramps, Joe. Remember those ramps? They don't make them right. They put it there because the law requires them. It's terrible. Anyway, I've been recovered. Even during all this time, I was riding the bike 2 to 5 kilometers every other day to make sure I would stay in shape. There ain't no real code for handicap. Hell, I rode the bike 10 kilometers 2 days ago. I probably put in 100 kilometers during the past few weeks. I didn't want to be locked up. Even though I exercised, I still can barely walk. I got to learn to walk again. It hurts to walk. You can't see it because of the light in this room. But I don't think you can tell. Where is it? Yeah, see that hole there? You can't see it in this light. Anyway, this hole here, it's still yellow and blue. That's that small screw that's just sticking me in the leg. So that's really a bitch. And then the hole for the giant screw. Oh, mother son of a bitch. Nice that they slice it all up. The hole they had to put in you to get the big screw in, that son of a bitch was giant. That's how they put the giant screw in, through the top, down in the bone. If you could, that screw's that damn long. It looks like a tire tool. I can't believe they can get it down in there. That's why the recovery takes so long. They put a screw that long through the top of your bone. It's crazy what you go through. Back in the day, they did cut up the whole leg, probably. No, back in the day, you died. You died. Or they used stainless steel and some other shit, and they had to cut you apart. This is considered non-invasive surgery. Back in the day, them poor bastards usually died. They used, rivets, look like a rector set. Nowadays, we have modern titanium parts and things. That's why people died a lot from this. It was not a good thing to have. If you see scars from people that had that done years ago, they cut the shit out of them. It was the #1 reason for death during Civil War. So now, when you're flying, you beep. No, they said these titanium ones won't beep. I can't go home. I got to recover now. I got to work. I'm driving now. My car, I got it back yesterday. Actually, I could have drove from the beginning, dumbasses. The actual doctor, the surgeon said, you should drive right away. Don't worry about it. That surgeon said, you can drive. Don't worry about it. He said, it'll help you recover. So the overactive, the smart, good surgeon, he was a good guy. All right, let's move back into here. Now we need to walk and build our muscle back up. Yesterday was a real test. The whole day at work, going out to a restaurant, walking in and out of the building, walking up and down. I was in pain last night. Yesterday was a bitch. It was terrible. I'm hoping today I'll be better. But yesterday was very hard. The first day being out and about, it was terrible. I still can't believe this bottom little screw. It hurts bad. At the end of next week, I'm going back to the doctor if it still hurts. Can't believe they're going to leave all these screws in here. They hurt, man. Hurt for 12 months, 1 or 2 months. I don't know. It's terrible. It's just not natural. It really feels like somebody stabbed me with a screwdriver and just left it in my leg. That's what it feels like. You've been stabbed with a screwdriver. It's bullshit. It don't seem righteous. Better than dying. Still hurts. It's better than dying, but it's painful. I kept hearing messages. Where were they coming from? What did the surgeon say about the screw? He said they leave them in. This is the latest titanium medical blah, blah, blah. They don't take them out. A old childhood friend, he built wheelchairs with titanium. He was a specialist in titanium welding. Really? My screws are some new greatest medical thing. Anyway, we're here. We're alive. I have to say it's been a bitch. I don't want to go through it ever again. Oh, they torque it down with tools and power tools. It's not, I don't know what all they did. They put me in a sleep. They knocked me out for surgery. However, I don't know why my surgery took 4 or 5 hours. In America, it's a 20-minute surgery. He started building pipes for racing bikes. Cool. Yeah, I'm not really sure the whole deal. Seems strange. All right, folks, I'm going to hang up. We've been online 2 hours. I'm going to get up and go try to take care of life. Yeah, I'll be able to walk perfectly. I don't have any permanent things. My biggest problem is just pain. That's all. Man, my legs are normal. Everything's normal. It's just the pain. That's the only problem. It's freaking painful. Yeah, it's not cool at all. Shit hurts. All right, now I'm sitting there in pain, suffering, but I'm just you learn to mentally overcome it. All right, see you, folks. See you, hotel. See you, Sharon. See you, everyone. Have a great day. I'll be in good form here in a few days. I just got to work through now the recovery pain of walking. Patient zero. Everyone, have a good one. Cheers.